Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep within the misty mountains, there lived a renowned archer named Kaito. He was known far and wide for his unparalleled skills with the bow and arrow. His fame had reached even the distant lands, and people from all around would come to witness his incredible feats. Kaito had achieved a level of mastery that was unmatched, and yet, he was a man of few words and modest means. He lived a simple life in a modest wooden cabin on the outskirts of the village. He spent his days practicing archery and his evenings meditating by a serene pond where the reflection of the moon painted the water in silver. One day, a young and ambitious archer named Takeshi arrived in the village. Takeshi had heard tales of Kaito's legendary skills and had come seeking guidance. He was eager to surpass the master and become the greatest archer the world had ever seen. Takeshi approached Kaito and said, "I have traveled from afar to learn from you, Master Kaito. I wish to become the best archer in the world, and I believe you can help me achieve that." Kaito looked at Takeshi with his wise old eyes and replied, "If you seek to become the best archer, you must first learn to focus on yourself and not on others. The path to mastery begins with understanding your own strengths and weaknesses." Takeshi nodded eagerly, thinking he had found a worthy mentor. But he couldn't help but be curious about Kaito's own skills. He asked, "Master Kaito, will you show me your archery skills? I wish to witness your greatness." Kaito agreed, and they walked to a nearby field. He picked up his bow and arrows, gracefully drew the bowstring, and released the arrow. It sailed through the air with precision and struck the bullseye of the target. Kaito's skill was indeed awe-inspiring. Takeshi was astounded and said, "Master Kaito, that was incredible. I have never seen such precision and accuracy. How did you become so skilled?" Kaito smiled and replied, "I achieved this level of skill by never comparing myself to others. I focused on my own journey, my own improvement. I did not seek to be better than anyone else, but rather to be the best version of myself." Takeshi was beginning to understand the wisdom behind Kaito's words. He spent the next few months training under Kaito's guidance, learning not only archery techniques but also the philosophy of Zen and self-mastery. As time passed, Takeshi's skills improved, and he became a skilled archer in his own right. But he still had a burning desire to prove himself as the best. One day he challenged Kaito to a duel, believing that defeating the master would cement his status as the greatest archer. Kaito accepted the challenge, though he did so with a heavy heart. He knew that Takeshi's obsession with being the best was clouding his judgment. They stood at opposite ends of the field, bows at the ready. As the signal was given, they both released their arrows. Takeshi's arrow hit the target, but it was not a perfect shot. Kaito's arrow, on the other hand, hit the exact center of the bullseye with effortless grace. Kaito had won the duel without even trying. Takeshi was crushed, and his ego took a severe blow. He realized that his obsession with being better than others had led to his downfall. He approached Kaito and said, "Master Kaito, I see now that I was focused on the wrong path. I wanted to be better than you, but in doing so I lost sight of myself." Kaito nodded and replied, "You have learned a valuable lesson, Takeshi. True mastery is not about being better than others. It is about being the best version of yourself. When you focus on your own growth and improvement, greatness naturally follows." Takeshi spent the following years practicing diligently, not to surpass others, but to surpass his own limitations. He embraced the philosophy of Zen, learning to be present in each moment and to let go of his ego-driven desires. As time passed, Takeshi's skills continued to improve, and he became a respected archer in his own right. The small village in the misty mountains became known not for having one great archer, but for having two. Kaito and Takeshi were revered not just for their incredible skills, but also for their wisdom and humility. And so, the tale of Kaito and Takeshi became a legend, a reminder that true greatness is achieved not by comparing oneself to others, but by focusing on the journey within. In the end, it was the pursuit of self-mastery and the wisdom of Zen that made them both legendary archers, each in their own unique way.
If you like this video, don't forget to hit on the like button and subscribe Motivation Inspira for future videos.